Yo, what up, what up? We got some special guests with y'all. Another episode of BrickLayerProductions interviews. And this is not really an interview, this is more of a catch-up because we already got history, but if y'all don't know them, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves to y'all.
What's good? This Fame PDotC, man. NuEleven all day. You know the vibes. New England's very own for sure. We represent the whole New England. That's what the NE stand for.
Yeah, but specifically Northend and Hartford too, Connecticut, man. You know the vibes, man. You know how we coming.
Okay, how did the Northend, like, let's start off with saying, like, how did the Northend, like, bring y'all up and, like, build y'all to make, like, the body of work and the music from when y'all started to, like, how it is now?
Yeah, I would say, man, you know, Hartford, man, it's a weird place, low key. Like, it's wicked sometimes, bro. I tell you that, bro. Like, so growing up in here, it's just like you gotta really be tough and just really know how to watch your surroundings, I'll say. So I think just growing up here, it just made me more aware that, you know, it's bigger than just the city. So instead of, you know, crab in the barrel type of mentality, but it's also about showing people that there's other values or gems in the world, and it's always good to kind of give back. So I think growing up, I always was like aware, like, yeah, this is where I'm from, I'm proud for sure, and I'm a rep heavy, but I gotta show people what dudes can do out here, because, you know, especially from a creative standpoint, it's kind of limited, and I feel like people, you know, just kind of be like basic with what they want to do sometimes.
Right. And in addition to that, everything that he said, I feel like, you know, being from Hartford, you kind of grow up with like a chip on your shoulder a little bit. Like, you know, we the underdogs a little bit. And I think we carry that with us. I think you can identify a Hartford person. Like, I think if you from Hartford and you somewhere else in the world, you gonna know a Hartford person just without even, you know, just hear them talk, hear them move a little bit, like, oh, that dude from Hartford or something like that. So I think, you know, we move with a little chip on our shoulder, and it's a good chip. It's like, yo, our presence is felt. We want our presence to be felt, and I think Hartford is that. Like, you know, anywhere else in the world, you know, we travel a lot and stuff like that, but anybody who know us or asks us, they know the twins from Hartford. Like, they know we from Hartford, because we just wear it. It's in us. We wear it on our back, like Hartford, Northend, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, me, I know y'all personally, so, like, how was the transition from living out here to moving to NY, and, like, the energy difference, and, like, how has it, like, shaped your music differently, or made y'all come at, like, the recording process or writing differently or anything like that?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely been like a positive impact as far as like trying to be more consistent and just finding other ways to kind of display yourself, you know, just outside of the music. Granted, you can still do that as well in Connecticut, but when we first moved to New York, I felt like the music scene in Connecticut wasn't, it must have just been bubbling when we was leaving, to be honest, because, like, you know, we did interviews with you, Freestyle, Cypher, since forever, and you know, you would probably get the same amount of rappers that do the same group of people, so it's definitely like limited. And then so when we moved out to New York, you know, one thing about there is like they have a community for everything. So if you want to be a photographer, if you want to be a model, videographer, rapper, whatever, they have like little communities that dudes can network and build. So that just kind of helped us be creative as far as like the content or the subject matter of the music. I mean, granted, we was always like doing different stuff, you know, outside of just, I think our music is more lifestyle music, so the more we experience, the more we're able to kind of portray in our music. Right. So everything from like just moving to New York or traveling to different countries or just coming back home sometimes and just seeing the difference of how the city is now, that's all a positive thing to incorporate in our music.
For sure. I think New York definitely helped as far as just like expanding the mind. The environment is different. It's when they say you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, that kind of is a fact, because there's just so much going on. You know, you could get lost. You could get lost in the sauce. Like, that's like New York will eat you up just like Hartford will eat you up. New York will eat you up for sure. Like, if you're not moving the right way that you need to move with. I think, going back to what he said, like the music scene, I think we were really we were at a space where we just wanted to take music hardcore serious. And we just felt like Connecticut didn't have the outlet to give us that at the time. Now I think it's completely different. You could pop from wherever you at, you know, internet, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. You could pop for wherever you at. But when we first moved back to Connecticut after college, like, you gotta think at the times, it was like, you couldn't even do video on Instagram yet. You know what I mean? You couldn't even do video on Instagram yet. You feel me? So when we made that transition, it was kind of to just like fulfill our love for music and get into that space a little bit. And it helps us see kind of, one thing I could honestly say is moving to New York helped me appreciate the independent grind a lot more than what an industry would be, because I think we've, like, being in New York, we've been in like industry settings and stuff like that, and been around industry people, and it's cool and stuff like that. But that independent grind is dope. Like, when you just like in the underground meeting people and grinding and going to studios and stuff like that, that's like where that real love and that music come from, for sure. So,
and just to add to that, because I feel like when we was in Connecticut, you know, I think even everybody that's rapping out here, like, they just be like, yo, I'm trying to get a deal, I'm trying to get signed. Cause, bro, we used to say that too, and then, bro, the independent grind is where it's at, bro. Like, the ownership, like the music and stuff, like, you could really get paid just streaming what you love. The streaming game, like, helped us out. We came from the selling CDs era, bro, to the Dat Piff era. So now, like, the streaming kind of level the playing field and just kind of help us get to the masses, honestly.
If there ever becomes that opportunity where like a label comes to y'all with the right deal or anything, or would y'all take it, or would y'all, well, what would it take for y'all to sign a deal, or would y'all stay independent? You know, like Young Dolph and other artists, they stay independent no matter what. Right?
I would just say the deal just gotta be sweet. Like, I think we've been doing music for so long that we've been through the bullshit. Like, there's a lot of bullshit that comes with trying to be a rapper, or people trying to help rappers get lit. You feel me?
A lot of scams.
Like, there's a lot of weird, especially when you go to New York too. Like, that, you think it's just, nah, New York is crazy, you know? But I think it just like, really, it just open your mind. I think, you know, if somebody came to us with the right offer, then maybe a partnership could happen. But you gotta think, we've been doing this independently for mad long. I'm not gonna let somebody just come and take ownership over what we created. There's clip for that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like, honestly, like, it would have to be like a partnership situation. Like, we not like trying to sign over like masters and shit like that. And if we do, it's not for the whole catalog. Like, we got mad music out, bro. Like, dudes, like, we had a whole campaign called 100 Tracks a Deal, bro. And
I remember that.
Yeah. And when we got lit, bro, it was like the 80th song, bro. Like the
80th song.
We got us lit. So I'm not for trying to give the catalog to somebody else for them to eat off forever. You know, because it comes with the masters and the publishing side. Like, they front you advance and stuff like that, but like, they eating off your catalog. Nah, the artist should be eating off the catalog.
Okay, so is there any labels that y'all do like, or would like y'all would consider working with? Like,
I would say it would have to be like something like an Empire or something like a distribution
to help with the independence.
Yeah, it would have to be something like that. As far as like the major, with them, it probably have to just kind of be some type of partnership that's reasonable for both sides. But
okay.
That's it.
Okay. Who are some artists that y'all haven't worked with yet? I'm gonna ask two questions. Who have some artists y'all haven't worked with yet that's local, and some artists in the industry that y'all want to work with, that y'all want to get the chance to work with?
I'll say, I mean, Connecticut-wise, I'll say, I'm not really tapped in with the Connecticut music scene. Like, I feel like I'm on the outside because, you know, I'm from Connecticut, I rep Hartford, all that, but I'm not in that realm, so I can't really say. There's definitely dope people, dudes on the avenue. What's
like the YMG dudes.
YMG,
like
they
Fox,
doing their thing. Fox and all them, Daryl, they doing their thing.
It's a dude named Young Spades, I think. Yeah, he dope to me. He hard as hell. My boy from Hartford, he dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple dudes from the avenue I fuck with for sure. Yeah, and then just other people all around. Like we never like I did like a track with Annoyed or nothing like that, so that'd be dope too.
Right.
Just anybody
gonna try to make that happen.
Yeah, anybody from Connecticut, bro. Like we honestly for, cause like we understand like the process of trying to get this shit lit. So
right. Yeah. I'm with just collabing. Like it really more so like if people know us like from Hartford, like people who don't know us, we grew up with a team of people. I would love to get my team back and do music with my team again, but it's not set up like that. So if it was up to me personally, I'll just get my old team back and we'll just do music again. You know what I mean? That'll be like my ideal situation.
Earlier you talked about when you was going to school and stuff, so I wanted to ask, how did like going to college affect your music making, and did it help y'all? Did it put a bump in the road? And I wanted to let the viewers know, like, for me, you could do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, you could still go to school and still be doing your music stuff or whatever extra stuff you're trying to do to make it out this place.
Right. So for school, like, I would say it's kind of like two-sided. So like, you know, you get involved in the camp. Well, if you're like a social person or whatever, even if you're reserved, like it's kind of hard to kind of not be a part of like the campus life, right?
Right.
And then you go into classes and then you just socializing with all these people from everywhere, from the West Coast, from Virginia, from Chicago, from Delaware, wherever, and like it don't even matter. So you just kind of get like entrenched with that aura or that atmosphere. So as far as like the music, it definitely like distracted us. Like we was always like rapping and stuff like that, but we wasn't like putting out projects during college. I think we put out one, and then it just kind of like we wasn't performing and stuff. We wasn't recording as much, but like I said, it goes back to the experience. Now we got more shit to talk about. Right. We're not just talking about the hood no more. We talking about hood niggas coming to college and be like, oh, these niggas ain't really these niggas ain't really like that. But then just kind of adapting, like, oh, these people really trying to elevate their lifestyle. And then, like, that's the type of shit you're trying to be on too. And we just, you know, we just want to promote that. We definitely want to promote positivity and that, yo, it don't matter where you come from. Like, you can get out of that shit, like, just one step at a time.
Right. I think it, I think when we went to college, it paused. The music definitely paused. You know, I just think in my head at the time, for some reason, you couldn't do both for some reason. Like, I couldn't rap and then be in college. Like, it was weird for some reason. That was just my mindset at the time. And granted, it was people rapping on campus. It's not like dudes wasn't out. We went to a black school. Definitely rappers on the campus, you know? But I think, you know, we just got caught up into the social life, you know, the campus life. And also, like, just readjusting. Like, you gotta think, like, you know, I mean, we grew up traveling a little bit when we was younger. Like, we went to Jamaica a few times and stuff like that. But to go to, like, somewhere like Virginia where it's like, bro, you in the South. Like, you know, we from Hartford. It was kind of like a culture shock. So, initially, it was, like, really just getting adjusted or, like, really trying to figure out, like, what I wanted to do. So, it kind of paused. It's like, coming from Hartford, you think everybody know what Hartford at. You go down there, you like, I'm from Hartford. They're like, where you from? Where is that?
And that's how we just how we come. We like, nah, we from Hartford. Like, we not even saying Connecticut.
We from Hartford. They like, where's that at? You feel me? So
yeah, that's true, because most of the time we don't say we're from Connecticut.
Yeah.
We don't claim the whole state. We just kind of say we're from.
Like, nah, we from Hartford.
So really understanding, it just helped us grow. And I think after college, right? Like, and I'll put it like this, and not to stay on this topic too long. I think college is a transitional phase that's almost like a fantasy.
Yeah.
It's almost like a fantasy. When you on campus, that's a fantasy. Like, it's not like that when you get into, because the hood not like that. The hood is not like college. When you go to college on campus, you around different people as a vibe, and then you get into the real world. And the real world is nothing like college.
Yeah.
So if anything, the real world is more like the hood. College is the fantasy.
Yeah, bro.
So I think, you know, college was just like us to soak up game, understand, like, the South music. Wasn't into that before we went to school in the South. Yeah. Now, like, I'm playing Gucci Mane, you know, as well as Max B. Understanding like this, you know.
So Patronathon, how did that come about, and Cause you know me, I'm tapped in. So I don't know about like how did that come about, and how's the success going so far, and what y'all got planned in the future for Patronathon?
So like anybody that know us from Hartford, like we was always throwing events. Like back in high school, like we did a couple events. Shout out to GD Rich Kids, that's the team we was part of back then. So we used to do events and stuff, and it was just a matter of us trying to get back into that, especially for Connecticut, because like, and it's not to sound cocky or nothing like that, but I just feel like the events don't be that special or whatever. Like I just feel like the events we be throwing be dope as hell. People have a good time and it be lit. So as far as like Patronathon, like originally it was supposed to be a bunch of people part of that, bro. It was supposed to be like we trying to get the old team back with it, shit like that, and it just didn't pan out. So we just got like a select few and just like, yo, bro, let's just get back to doing. So we started off doing it in a park in Windsor, and it was free the first time, right? Or was it?
No, it wasn't.
No, okay, it wasn't free, but it was small, and then it just started growing into like what it is today, and it's definitely like successful. Like we traveling, like we did one in Virginia, we did one in New York, and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of just expanding it and growing it into something bigger.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, like, you know, Patronathon is something. It all goes back to the music, because ideally, when we come up with Patronathon, is ideally we want to turn it into like a music festival. Ideally, that's like the ultimate goal, like
for Connecticut.
For Connecticut, like so.
I be thinking that.
Yeah.
I be like, yo, these dudes could turn this into
that's
like
the
Coachella
mindset.
type.
Yo,
like,
and you know what's crazy? So like, also like one of the inspirations for Patronathon, like, you know, they had Henny Palooza, now Duce Palooza or whatever, but like they wasn't coming to like the small city like Hartford, you know, it was either New York or Boston or something like that. So like we wanted something for like the places that niggas is not going, that, honestly, bro. So like that's one of the inspirations.
And then everybody didn't drink Henny. I'll say this on camera. We definitely got inspired for Patronathon from Henny Palooza and Duce Palooza. I'm not gonna cap on that. But I feel like our event is a little bit different because one, we do it kind of like the Hartford way. We want to engage with people. Like we've been throwing events from high school, so this is like nothing. It's not like we just say let's just start throwing parties. Nah, we've been doing this. You know, I feel like we're customer focused when we do events. So we want the people who come to our events to have like the best time ever. You know what I mean? But ideally, we want to turn it into something big, you know, music festival, like really turn Connecticut up. So that's ultimately the plan with that.
And for anybody that's watching this and who don't know what Patronathon is, it's like, honestly, it's an open bar day party.
Bar day party.
It's usually outside for the most part, but that's what it is, and it's a good time, and people brought no issues. All the time we've been having this event, no issues. I'm talking about, bro, Hartford dudes be in there, bro. They be in there, both sides be in there, and dudes just be chilling because they know the type of energy that we bring in. Like, we not trying to be disrespectful to anybody or whatever. We just want people to have fun. Like Hartford back in 07, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when it was like fun to be outside.
And I say, you know, when we because we started Patronathon when we was in New York. You know what I mean? We come back to Connecticut to do Patronathon. So this wasn't something that we started while we was in Connecticut. Going back to your earlier question about New York and how, you know, how that affect us. When we first moved to New York, yo, it's lit out there. There's always something going on. All they need is space and opportunity, music, and this whole thing will be lit. Especially in Brooklyn. The best summers of my life has been in Brooklyn, you know? Because they just, it's like New York, they don't care if somebody don't like you or, nah, let's get lit. Like, we lit. We don't care about that. We lit. Let's just have a good time. And I was just like, yo, I want to bring that energy to Connecticut. And that's what Patronathon is. Like, it's really like day party, open. It's open bar.
Open bar, bro.
Say this on camera, open bar. We do open bar until we completely run out of liquor. We don't do nothing where we start selling liquor to people. We do open bar till we run out of liquor. We are the only open bar party that goes all the way through open bar. Stamp that. Stamp that.
Y'all heard him. Yeah. If anybody, any vendors want to work with y'all, or
for sure.
How could they contact y'all to get any more information on that?
Yeah, I mean, we got a Patronathon Instagram page, but usually what we do, again, we always wanna. We don't do things just to do it. Like we actually want to give back to the community. And the way we do that is we have black-owned, you know, businesses vendor at Patronathon or whatever. It don't gotta necessarily be black-owned, but a lot of community businesses vendor at Patronathon, and we want to give them that opportunity.
Yeah.
And we always put up the information when we're accepting vendors, and as long as you just kind of like email us, pay the vending fee, you go. You get into the event, you have open bar, and you make your money there.
We don't take
your
no
money is not our
from
money.
that.
You don't want no percentage or nothing. Come, do your thing. If you can sell what you sell, you sell what you sell. We just provided the people.
Yeah.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, Patronathon_NE on Instagram, Patronathon on Facebook. So,
Okay, so back on the music thing, what has kept y'all like motivated and like inspired to keep on going all these years? Cause y'all doing y'all thing, and like I said, independent grind is good. It's good. It's doing good.
Man, yeah, so I just love doing this shit, bro. Like as cliche as it might sound, like I just like every days I just walk and just think of a line. Sometimes if I'm just listening to some beats, I just like, I gotta rap, or if I hear somebody rapping and I'm just like, damn, I gotta write a verse. Like just naturally, I can do this shit forever, bro. Like I'm not even bullshitting you. I just enjoy it that much. And then I think over the past couple years, especially like 2018, that's when like we started to grow like a more overseas fan base and stuff like that. Like one of our like biggest songs called Love, Sex, and Water, it just started growing, bro. And then from there, where it was just like, yo, you can really live off this shit, right? And like that's what we trying to get to that point. So like I just like the shit that's going on. Like I listen to, I'm not biased to any music. Like I listen to everybody. Like anything that come out every Friday, I download whatever's new, check it out, whatever stuff. It varies. Nowadays it's more melodic. We came from the era where I had to rap and we had bars, but like now it's a space for both. So that's dope.
Yeah, I'll just say like just the love of the craft is what kept us motivated. Like just love music. I feel like everybody in life, and this could just be me, my personal opinion, but what life has taught me, I believe that everybody has something that they're interested in or want to do. And I feel like life, once you start growing or going through life, you either pursue that or that goes away somewhere. I'm not gonna be 50, 60 talking about I didn't try this shit. I ain't doing that. That's not how I want to go out, and I won't go out like that. Why would I? That's not good for my mental, so I'm doing what I love doing, which is rapping, making music, doing it independently, and really just like embracing it. Like it's a dope ass journey. You gotta embrace the journey as well as the successes or like the failures. Embrace the journey because it's gonna be ups and downs. Well, once you start figuring out, like I'll say it was a point in time where I was like, damn, yo, we have been doing this shit for mad long. Like when this shit really gonna pop? And it's just like we not where we want to be, but we where we supposed to be, because somebody from Hartford don't gotta DM me and say, yo, I fuck with your music for me to feel proud. That'll be dope. But when somebody from Germany messaged me like, yo, I just listened to this song. This is someone from a whole nother time zone over water somewhere. DMing me on Instagram, you can't tell me nothing, bro. You can't tell me that's not magical. Because I made that song in my bedroom and somebody heard it. Fuck out of here. Like, that shit is lit. Like, that shit is lit. Like, oh, what? For me to have an idea in my head, go record it, then put it out for people to listen to it is probably the greatest thing that you could do. Like, I don't know what else. Like, it's like manifestation in real form, bro. Like, it's lit. I love making music.
That must be an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
To be able to get that type of positive reinforcement from somebody you didn't even know from a hole in the wall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's fulfilling.
Whether it's positive or negative, they heard this thing that I done made on like Edgewood Street or something, Westwood Street.
And any type of criticism is good criticism,
Right.
because like I make music myself, so I try my best to hear everybody's opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when I rehearse my music and they, they tell me, okay, you should do this better, you should do that better. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to take that into consideration, so that when I do go back to write my music, I can think about, okay, all right, this is where I messed up before. Let me try to switch it up like this, or do this differently. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely love what you guys are doing, and whenever it pops off, I hope I'm around. And that what was that thing you guys are trying to do? I'm trying to be around. around for that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be around because it seems like you guys are going up, and you know what I'm saying. I'm willing to support whatever you guys are doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. No doubt. Honestly, I appreciate it.
So that being said, like, what's the next upcoming plans? What, any music coming out? Any mixtapes or albums or anything?
Yeah. So like so on the music side, so right now like we doing like something that we haven't done before, which is like putting out as much projects in 1 year. Like we had a campaign 100 tracks a deal, but that was spaced out through like different years, like 3 years. So like this year we gonna like the minimum we trying to drop 6 projects this year, minimum. Right. So
we already got one.
We already got like two out.
Pending. Yeah.
4 pending, really. Like we just got to put it together, and then just keep doing like videos and just content around it. So from the music side, it's just running up these streams, running up the content, and just getting more exposure.
Right. Yeah, just flooding the market. Like I want to be like I want to be top in mind when we talking about like new music coming out and stuff like that. Like I just want to flood it, mixtape Wheezy type, like
Definitely.
flood it, like just put out a cat. Because one thing I pride myself on is you can't just, whatever song that would pop for us and go crazy. Like Love, Sex and Water is our biggest song. It has crazy streams, right? But when they find that one song, our catalog is so big that they're gonna go to those other songs. Yeah. And I'm the type of person, as a consumer of music, the one thing that I hate is when I find a song from somebody that I really like the song, and I'm like, oh, let me check this dude out, and he has no other songs, or there's like 3 or 4, and I'm like heartbroken, because I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Nah, we flooding the gates. There's gonna be Fame PDotC every Friday or whatever, Wednesday, and you're gonna be able to search something on your DSP on your phone, and you're gonna see new music from us consistent.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, let them know where they can find y'all at, where your Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, anything.
Right. Yeah, NuEleven on YouTube, NuEleven _NE on Instagram, and that's New NU11. And then, you know, personal page, Fame _NE on everything, Twitter, Instagram, you know, TikTok. Shout out to TikTok, lit on TikTok right now, so follow me on TikTok.
And for me, it's PDotC _NE, so PDotC _NE. That's everywhere, same. So.
That being said, that's a wrap. Y'all might get a freestyle, who knows?
Check it out, man. Fame PDotC, long time coming.
Oh,
GTV.
This is like 12, 10 years.
Yeah, bang. So many years they overlooking the boys, such poise, so we killing the noise. And they still want to come and destroy the young boss, get your niggas employed. With a tone never cracking a voice. And my city still lacking a voice. Some God-given wasn't given a choice. Real missing, so we filling the void. They just threat, you just look in the void. Kidnap your son, really how they missing the boy. I said ask for advice, they tell you to keep grinding. You just gotta do what they say, no timings. Pressure getting cold, you fucking with blood dimes, but check it, listen. I said, zero fear, been doing this shit for years. Recipes Craig, the flavor is in your ear, Where I'm from, even the women don't care. If Peter robbed Paul, we poke him like Paul Pierce, Speaking of Paul, you know I'm barely on live. What's the cost of not flexing, means staying alive? Niggas hungry, and we ain't trying to give them a meal, so defeated. And we ain't trying to get on your heels, so how they feel, the vision is still a bill. GPS to the fog, that's how they hit in the hills. Nog dog for real, when I hear myself rap, it give a nigga the chills. But I've been at with real fashion, O'Ville Wayne. We just like the good and the bad, you know, the yin and yang, shooting with the silencer. Don't hear a thing. Sunny the sky, but no, we hear the rain, nigga.
I was on the grind since the Tony Hawk days. I used to have the braids, then I cut it off. Waves on deck, spinning like fins on the ceiling. It's that 06 Dipset. Cam, I'ma kill him. Fools ain't ready for this dude from Connecticut. Got a sincere flow like that dude up in Belly. And I get buns. No, it's not a pun. Rest in peace, big pun. They say they want beef, but them dudes don't want none. 400 degrees. I'm not Lil Weeze Juvenile. I'm the sun. Please don't let me get absurd in here. Jehovah's Witness flow. I slipped the word in there. Yeah. Take notes of these lyrics of mine. Here's your demise. You really can't rap with the guys. Ultimate fear is being in a cypher with squares, cause this right here, lions, tigers, and bears. I'm a beast. I'm a pit bull on them. I make them see red like a Crip moved on them. No, I don't be promoting the violence. I really like moving in silence, watching money and violence with a bad bitty, and she mad pretty, plus her ass jiggy from BK, listen to Mad Nikki. So I know she a queen, and for that designer wear, I know she a fiend. You know what it is, man. Fame PDotC, man. Do this shit, man.
I'm gonna hit him with something. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was like, man, there ain't no stopping. Nah, I'm just trying to make some deposits, stack the bread, watch it, profit. All of us are some prophets. If you got nothing in your pockets, you can still reach the stars like a rocket. When I get the top, I'ma copy everything that I wanted. You know, I'm smoking on that chronic, collecting the rings like Sonic, extend the arms, they're robotic. I always had a target, but they'll never catch me, I'm balling. Motor combat like I'm Shaolin. Might as well throw the talent. Yeah, I'm really back. Yeah, my name is Scrap. What you wanna do? I used to have a big ass fucking crew. Now it's just me and my brothers and maybe a few others. There ain't no way I'm going back under. I'm about to take 40 fucking fuck.
Rugby, her family right here, family. They gonna keep going up. They gonna keep going up. You heard?
Man, you know the vibe.
You heard?
Connecticut, Hartford. Yeah, baby.
The twins. You heard? Yeah.